All right, so it's time to cement these principles in and learn how to actually treat the human body.
It's time to take the philosophies we know and transfer it to the human body. So we want them to have a method and a process that they can use on every single person, tailor it to the individual, and get effective results every single time. And don't let them, okay, I've got it. So then you go straight where they've put their finger, like that. Just get Dorf to just move his knee up just like a centimetre. So I can kind of engage it. Yeah. So you can do a seated psoas kind of treatment like that.
So when you work at MMT, we really put a big emphasis on understanding your own physical tools and how you can apply them on someone's body to fix their pain. So the first part of this training block, when we're going through the upper back, the lower back, and the glutes, the guys are just really getting an understanding of how to push into areas.
We have opening sequences, things that really help us to settle our nerves and really get present and start to get connection with the person. Just a really simple thing that we can do every time. So it might be a bit quicker for certain people, but yeah, it's just something you can go to just to center yourself, you know, just to do something that's simple, but you're kind of going to gather information, you're going to connect with them straight up. We want to show you an approach that systematically helps you locate every single block in a person's body, but then how to negotiate it. How to negotiate it without creating extra damage, without creating further damage, and to ease it out in a manner that's not traumatic for the person. What I'm going to do, I'm going to lean over like that, and all I'm going to do is shift my weight backwards like that, keeping that weight on there, and then scoop it out like that. We don't want to create more damage. We don't want to put them into undue pain, bad pain. We want them to know that it's a therapeutic feeling. Start the person that we're treating to tune into that language that they know is going to be for their greater good. Yeah, I'm kind of that bit there, into the edge, into there, and you're kind of weaving naturally into it and kind of feel it. And
it'll come around and this will start to pick up back down here again.
I would think about trying to get a little bit closer to the spine.
You probably want to have it more round that way.
That way, yeah.
So then you can push through.
So the way we treat is really slow. It's super comprehensive. We use a myofascial wax, which allows us to pick up the slack and get friction on the body to really connect with the deep layers of fascia, skin, tendons, and muscle.
But when you're going really slow like this, that never reaches that real crescendo.
You should be able to see, if you come over and have a look at this now, you should see that it's just a lot more relaxed. The erectors here might look a little bit more jacked. This just looks like it's kind of fallen off the cliff a little bit and it's all flat. So always keep checking in objectively with how things are changing too. Obviously subjectively is very important, I feel better, but making it look better is also very important too. So we're relentless on points. We work close to bone and we just pin spots until they melt.
We want to make every stroke count. Everything's got a purpose. Everything has got a direction. We're just trying to encourage the body to melt and to come back to full function again.
So we're going to be kind of navigating our way through all these little nooks and crannies here. Specifically, one of the main spots that we're going to be focusing on is the money spot. So this is probably one you've heard of and seen quite a bit.
These money spots elicit a kind of pain that is a universal language. And when it's done effectively, we know it's for the greater good, we're going to be better for it. You just have to get into the moment, get present, and then just do, you know, settle yourself down. We're going to start out and then try and go into the money spot like that.
The way we treat is really effective because it kickstarts the human body's ability to heal itself. We're just trying to find blocks, find stagnation, and create flow.
We kind of get our elbow just like a centimetre from where that real true money spot is.
Once we can push this block back into where there's flow, the body can start to heal itself again. You know, if the block is too big to handle for the body, we just break it down into smaller particles so that body can deal with it and move on.
It's important that the new practitioners experience the whole gamut of the treatment. So they need to watch it, experience it, and actually do it. They need to form trust with each other, and then they're able to critique each other and then make sure they're nailing the spots exactly where they need to.
Up underneath there. Yeah, that's it there. Yeah.
So we want to give you a system that gives you utmost confidence, just so that you're going to go into any situation where it's a blank canvas, you do not know what's going on, but you're going to find it. You're going to find out what's going on for that person, and then you're going to negotiate it with poise. Explore and discover stuff and then clear it as we go. It's not, we don't know what's going on, we don't know what we're going to find, but we're going to have a system where we can figure it out. It's good to have a number of different teachers looking at the different practitioners, because then they have a different perspective. They can look at the angles that they're coming in at and just measure how effective they can be. People just think massage are just neck, shoulders, lower back, but it's not like that at all. It can be a finger, it can be a toe, it can be an ankle, pubic bone, anywhere on the body that has blockage, pain, you're stuck, we're able to negotiate it and fix it.
That's it. There's nowhere where we don't go. If there's a block there, we got to clean it somehow. You got to have that desire. You know, when you see a blockage, you just want to clean it, okay? So no matter what the issue is, as Ninja said, you come to MMT and we're going to be relentless until you're out of pain.
So you got to, sometimes there's nerves or different things like that, so you got to feel for them and let them kind of move out of the road, then you can hit into the bones and those tendon attachments.
The Ninja's been systematically working up into that lip, and then what he's going to do after this is probably work on top of that lip, coming up into the abs a little bit more, and pyramidalis.
Jesus, I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, yeah, for the camera, righto.
It's the relationship that you got with your customer that is key though. If you don't have good rapport, they don't trust you, they don't have confidence in you, you're not going to be able to go into those painful areas that you need to get into and negotiate it and clear it out for them. They're just going to block you, they're just not going to trust you, just not going to be able to go there. So we're going to show you how to get into those areas, how to create that rapport, how to get that confidence.
That's it. As Ninja said, the physical connection is super important, but it's more of an emotional connection with your customer. If they don't trust you, if you haven't shown vulnerability to them and created a really good connection, human connection, they're probably not going to let go to allow you into that deepest block so you can do your cleaning.
You can give someone a lot of relief and a lot of performance benefits and things like that if you can really hit into the right spots. Really important that we treat the person as a whole and not just as a body. So we need to really create rapport with the person, get trust from the person, get permission to work on a deep level with this person. Start to really tune in, start to find out exactly what their body needs, get information about their body, how it's feeling, what's going on for that particular person. If you want to go deeper, you go elbow sharper, broader, down, get him to move around. You've done anything? Yeah. The feeling that you get when you're receiving this kind of treatment, you just know that it's the right thing to be doing. So it's a really important thing that the people receive it as well. So you can kind of understand fully what's going on in your own body and what good pain is.
It's an art form, this stuff. We say to these guys, and you at home too, you've got to be a connoisseur of this work, okay? You've got to make every stroke count. It's a masterpiece, okay? You've got to take pride in your work.
It's really important that you see it, you feel it, and you do it. Pin it, so I can just sort of do these little movements so I can feel under the pad of my thumb exactly where that little stringy ropey bit is, and then pin it. So they can kind of do little movements as well, like if I let it go. And so I'd want to go up this way and push that down. And get the pisiform into the chest. Do a line through that way or I'll tap it out.
One of the most important sayings that we have at MMT is clean first and build second, okay? Detoxification is more important than nourishment, okay? So our treatment it's all geared around cleaning these blocks, creating a clean foundation so that we can progress into the gym to build back pure biomechanics, restore confidence, empower that person to have the strength to build back speed, acceleration, and pure movement so that they can live their fullest life. Okay, we've only got one living experience, so why not make it an awesome one?
It's really important that the practitioners continue to practice. To master this type of treatment doesn't just come overnight. It's a body of work over a period of time. So yeah, so it's sort of something you can practice. So how's it feel now? Where can you feel it?
There's no better feeling than having that self-worth and having that purpose in life, knowing that you're the person that can fix people. It is the best feeling. It is priceless. Having purpose, especially as a practitioner in the health industry, and knowing that you're effective, there's no better feeling, okay? It cannot be replaced. So having a certain set of methods and principles that you work by, and knowing that your physical manual therapy is effective enough to fix chronic pain, it's the best feeling in the world.